Hello. Welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 382. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam. And this is a talk episode where we try the tutors talk.
Nice job, dude. I got a little kiddo on my lap.
Yeah, you do.
And she's all bundled up.
Yeah.
We just bathed.
Well, she bathed.
She bathed and ate.
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Now she's bundled up like a little Eskimo.
Yeah. I think she likes baths only for the post. The post.
Post bath.
Post bath snuggles, cuddles, whatever.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I was talking to someone the other day about how, at the networking thing, to all the ladies, I was mentioning about how nobody really tells you what to do with a child that has lots of hair.
I don't even know what to do with a child, period.
Right. But like the other day we were going somewhere and we like gave her a bath. And I was like, well, I feel bad going outside with her having wet hair because it's going to freeze.
Right.
So I was like, well, we'll just put a hat on her, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, nobody really, because so few babies have hair like that you actually have to like
luscious locks.
Yeah. She has some luscious locks, dude.
She's a stud.
Yeah. So yeah, so few people have babies with hair, so like nobody really talks about it.
That makes sense. You know what? Dude, I don't know if I'm a man, so that probably plays a role. Mm-hmm. But I know about zero taking care of a child. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't know nothing. Dude, I still don't know nothing.
Same.
I'm just like, keep it alive.
I find that Instagram makes it worse.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just keep her alive. Throw on her tummy sometimes.
Dude, because on Instagram, it makes me feel like there's so much more I should be doing.
Maybe we are.
Nobody tells you.
I don't know.
Because you gotta think before, like, the internet, nobody told you anything.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, when I'm on Instagram, like, the other day was, like, talking about how you shouldn't, like, there's a problem with container, children. So, like, so many people just, like, put their babies, like, in the car seat or in a chair or in a swing, and they call them container babies because they're just contained all the time. And I was like, what else am I supposed to do with it?
Just lay her on the bed, I guess.
Right.
Lay her on the floor.
Well, that was like what they were talking about is like they should, like laying them on a hard surface is really good for them.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, yeah, I get that. But like, it didn't say like how much of that you should be doing.
Nah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So I don't know.
I've seen shit where they're like, yeah, just like barricade your kid in a little like thing, and that they should just whatever. Like you just like do a little barricade and they just gotta hang out in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I've been watching a lot of Reacher.
Yeah.
Have I talked about that on here?
I thought we did a little bit.
Yeah, a little Reacher. Fucking A, it's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the last talk episode we did because you said you didn't want to watch a new TV series, and then
I
did.
started Reacher.
Because you're just like, oh, I'm not gonna like it.
I'm so stupid.
I love the post though that I see of like, how is this the same guy? And it's like Reacher like walking up like out of a building and being a badass or whatever. And then the next one is like him as Thad Castle like doing curls, and it's just like
God damn it, dude.
And I'm like, that's a good actor when you can do those two.
Oh, dude,
spectrum.
he's a good actor. Yeah, he's funny. He's so fucking weird.
And has always been so jacked.
So jacked, dude.
Always.
Yeah. He's way jacked now.
Mm-hmm.
Before he was jacked, he is way jacked.
How tall is he?
I think he's like 6'4".
Holy shit.
Big dude.
Yeah.
Big man. Yeah, he's a fucking good actor, dude. Let me see here. Jack Reacher, been watching that. Mm-hmm. How was the networking event?
It was good. I mainly went to show off baby. Which was so funny because I don't know how many people came up to me and they're just like, you're just going to let like that stranger hold your baby this whole time? And I was like, that's not a stranger. That's Krista.
Yeah, dude. Krista's stud.
And I was like, oh, she was a lactation consultant for years.
She's the baby whisperer.
Yeah. And they're just like, oh. And I was like, yeah. It was just so funny because
We've known her for a year. She's a doll. Why would you not let her hold your kid?
100%.
I'd have gave her to John.
Oh, yeah. I was planning on it.
Yeah. Whatever.
As long as people aren't sick. And I won't have a ton of people hold her in one day.
Right.
Only like a couple, just so like she doesn't get overwhelmed with new germs and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's good for her to be held by other people. For
sure, dude. For sure. It was interesting because someone asked me, they're like, oh my God, just stressing out at night, huh? And I was like, oh, the baby? And they're like, no, you, when the baby makes a noise. And I'm like, what? They're like, you stress out at night if the baby makes a noise? I was like, no, I sleep. And they're like, wait, what? You don't just like stress out every time the baby makes a noise? And I was like, no, like I just sleep. And they're like, well, do you stress out like, you know, when she's doing things? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh. I was like, yeah, buddy, I don't know what you're talking. Like, I'm not just hanging out stressed. I was like, I get annoyed when she cries a lot.
Yeah, you do.
That's it.
Yep. I realized that the other day because she makes so many noises. Like, just throughout the night, she just makes a lot of noises. Which is very common for babies to do that. I do sometimes worry when I wake up because I'm just like, shit, did I like miss something where she was like choking last night and I slept through it? Like, so I always like check to make sure she's breathing when I wake up.
That's good.
But like, still, there's been so many of her noises she makes now. I just sleep through them.
Right.
And I'm just like, this could very, very end badly. But
I mean, you gotta sleep.
Yeah.
You can't just. You gotta sleep.
Well, and what's my other option? Like, I can't train myself to wake up to all of her noises.
You'd never sleep.
Right. I would have to just stay awake because
and she's in her bassinet.
Yeah.
So like, if a freak accident happens, they're like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got her arms. We don't swaddle her.
That's very true. She does. Yeah.
I don't know.
And like the edges of her bassinet are curved up, so she
Right.
can't really
flop over.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm like, whatever. What can you do? I don't know. She just.
Hope for the best.
That's it.
Honestly.
That's it. I feel like that's what they probably did back in the day. What else do you do?
True. Yeah.
They didn't have a fucking heart rate monitor on her or nothing.
That's very true.
Kids survived. Some died. But more survived than died.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so whatever.
I don't know. It's wild.
Win more and you lose.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's why I said we gotta have 4 kids.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. Could take the Andrew Tate route and just have as many as possible, or the Elon Musk route.
Well, you'd have to have more than one wife.
Right.
Because I got limited time, baby.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. Overall, she's a very easy baby.
So far.
What?
Knock on wood.
Oh,
Okay, cool. Yep. So, how was the networking event?
Oh yeah, sorry. That's what we were talking about, and then we got distracted. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. So there was a networking event between Hudson and Eau Claire's WiscoREIA groups. And the Hudson, was it the Hudson ladies that sent it to Stout?
Ryan did.
So Ryan sent the information to Stout. So I'll big
I
group
think there's like 8.
I think there's
maybe
more
10.
than that. I think there's like 12
Yeah.
college students that are all interested in learning more about real estate.
Most of them are in property management. I think all of them were in property management.
Were they?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because I think Ryan was the director for the property management. And let them know, which is cool.
Yeah.
But all of them there, they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for putting this on. We didn't even know this existed. And I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. No one does. That's what Ryan talked about, getting signed up with the chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Because they promote it.
Yeah.
It just gets out to a lot more places.
Yeah. My only thing, it was very interesting. I don't know if you noticed this. Most of the guys, college students, didn't really venture out of their group.
Is that right? I didn't pay attention to them.
Like 6 of them pretty much just conversed with each other.
Makes sense.
In their group. The ladies, on the other time, were making laps around that room.
Hustling.
Yes.
You know, that's something I thought about. I'm like, I thought about that actually, because I was like, a couple of the girls I talked to, so kind of seemed like hustlers. You get after it. And I'm like, man, it'd be like, I like hardworking females, you know, like it's cool. And I don't know what it is. It seems like there's a lot of hardworking females nowadays compared to hardworking males. And I wonder if it's like testosterone rates and shit going down. And
Maybe.
Guys, I don't know. You want to know what? This is what I'll say. This might be a little bad. I don't care. How many of those college boys looked like men?
They all looked like they were 14. They looked so young.
Hey, do you remember? Dude, I remember being in high school, and there was a drastic change. Ready? 2011. 2011 was the last year men graduated.
See, I think in at Altoona, I think it would be like 2008, 2009. Because I remember like being a freshman and looking at the seniors, and I'm like, man, like they look like 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
And like the grade after that also looked like 18-year-olds. But then since then, no, we look like babies.
Dude, I remember it was like, and granted, you could be like your freshman look on things, right? Because you could blame it on like your freshman look on things. But like, I look back at pictures in yearbooks, and like, I got yearbooks from when I was a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. And I'm like, dude, the seniors in 09, 10, and 11, holy fuck. They look like adults.
Yeah.
Right? So 10, 11. Yeah. So I have 2010, 2011, 12, 13. Yep. So 2010, 2011, I'm like, these people look like it. Even if I go look at them today, I still think that I'm like, look at how old these guys look. Dude. And then like my grade, or like the grade above me in my grade.
Yeah, we look like babies.
And then all the grades under me, I'm like,
look even younger.
Bro, crazy.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a freshman and I was in powerlifting, there were a couple juniors at the time who I'm like, juniors at the time. I'm like, you guys are fucking adults, dude. You are adults. It's just crazy to me, dude, that like, and so then when we go back, when you watch, those like candid cameras, remember like whatever caught in 2004 or whatever?
Yeah.
Fucking adults, dude.
Yeah.
Roaming those halls.
Like they look like 30-year-olds.
Dude, yes. And they used to have in movies, like American Pie. When they have American Pie play, and it's like, oh, they look 20 years old or whatever, or they look so old for high school, and they were like 20 years old when they're playing that, somewhere like maybe mid-20s. But it's like, no, dude, like a lot of people in high school did look like that.
Yeah.
They did. It's so crazy, dude.
Oh my God, yeah.
But no, something's happened to us, dude. The water, the food, testosterone levels, vaccines. I don't know. Maybe it's everything. But dude, pussies. Dude.
Bad.
Bad. There's not many men nowadays.
No.
It fucks me up, dude.
Yeah.
I remember when there was men. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Fuck.
Yeah, because I've like thought about like every once in a while I think back to like college days or whatever, and like there's not a whole lot of men there.
In college with you?
Yeah, no.
No. Mm-mm. No, I agree.
Like think about our table from
oh, Jesus
that class.
Christ. Stop it. Just stop it. It just so few.
Do you know where one place is that I see a lot of men, like manly men? Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, there's some men at jiu-jitsu. There's some fucking men, dude. There's some men.
Yeah.
Fucking god dang, dude. Yeah. Freaking Rob, who's my morning partner, that dude's a man.
Yeah.
Big dude. Like 6 foot 220.
Oh my God.
He's a big dude. But no one's as big as Big John. Big fucking John. Dude.
I gotta meet Big John.
He's so fucking big, dude. So strong. Strongest dude I've ever like rolled with. Period.
How big is he?
6'3", 6'4", 240.
So like a Jack Reacher type?
Yeah. Just so fucking strong, dude. Jack Reacher's probably like 260.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like 20 pounds less muscle. So fucking strong. Yep.
Interesting.
It's interesting, dude, because I love it. So like, I used to be pretty strong, and I'm fairly strong now. And a good thought. Remember Eric?
Yeah.
He's like 5'6", and he's strong.
Yeah.
He's like a little ball of muscle.
Is he that much shorter than you?
5'7", maybe.
Okay.
Just a little meatball, right? And he's strong. And then you got like old man strength, Phil. Like mechanic old man strength, Phil. He's strong.
Yeah.
Right? So you kind of got like both ends of the spectrum. One guy who lifts every day, and then one guy who's mechanic.
Yeah.
One's 5'7", one's 6'2". Strong. Then you got John. And he's just stronger. Like not even comparable stronger.
Didn't you say like he just like picked you up and he was just like, I just could.
Yes. Absolutely. We were doing some drill, whatever, and he just picked me up, and he just like, ho, just a big old fucking brute. I'm like, God damn it, dude. Like I'm nothing in your arms. Yeah. It's wild. And like, we were doing something, I don't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. And then he just like braced, and he just laughs. He's like, no, you're not. And I was like, fuck. Yeah, dude, it's cool. It's fun. But there ain't many dudes like that around.
No, not at all.
And like he's even the he's the anomaly, right?
Yeah.
Like because I think he's like 36 or something. So he's from that era, right?
Yeah.
But he's still an anomaly for his, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
even Catlin's like, that fucking dude's scary.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, he's the anomaly.
Yeah.
but there's a lot of guys at jiu-jitsu that are men. Mm-hmm. And there's some dudes, and you want to know what too though? Like, it attracts guys in like from my, like around my age, a little younger than me, even guys in their early 20s. It just attracts the studs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the people that were men, when they were younger.
Yeah.
It attracts them even. It's a combat sport, I guess, so that makes sense. It's just crazy to me, dude. I don't know. I think people really need to we got social media. Mm-hmm. People really need to start doing studies and putting side by sides up of like, this is what men's testosterone was. This is how big the normal person was. This is how strong the normal person was in these ages. And like, this is today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like put pictures, side by side. Hey ladies, what would you rather have? This guy who's 18 that looks 30 and is fucking 6 foot tall, 220 pounds? Or would you rather have this guy? He's got blue hair. He's 5'6". He's 130 pounds and he has a high pitched voice and he's 18 looking 12. Mm-hmm. The fuck one you want? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want the big dude. I'm straight and I want the big dude.
Mm-hmm.
That little femmy thing. What is that shit?
Look, I mean, naturally, like, if we go back to our basic genetics, like, women are supposed to be attracted to the men that they know can protect them.
100%.
Can protect and provide.
Protect and provide. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's why liberal women are having issues finding partners because the men they're interested in are conservative men, and they're just like, well, I can't date conservative men.
Yeah. Instead, then they're like, I can't date him, but how am I supposed to date? What's up?
How's her? Oh, okay. The robe made it look like her hand was like fucked up.
Oh no.
But no, it's fine. Anyways.
But how am I supposed to date soy boy loser? Anyways, let's get back on track to the networking event.
Oh my God, we're so.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I only talked to one of the guys, and I only talked to one. No, I didn't talk to any of the college students that were boys.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't, but they didn't look like men.
No,
and that actually tracks with none of them coming and introducing themselves. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, okay, I'm tracking.
There was one girl there who's a senior in high school.
That's right.
And a freshman in college.
Yeah.
She was a fucking gangster with networking.
She went and talked to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see how she does.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. A lot of very good conversations. It made me think, which it coincided perfectly because Tuesday I did a whole bunch of errands running around. Yeah, I must have. And I got, in our P.O. box, we got the Railroader Review or something. So it's just like a little magazine that talks about what's happening at the Altoona schools or whatever. And in there, which I thought was really cool, and I was just like, we should make our kids do this if we have them go to schools. It was like interviews for student to be at the school board meetings.
Oh, cool.
Like to be the student representative.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that'd be a really good experience for any kid. Like, it's experiences like that. Like, I never thought about how
impactful it could be.
Yeah, like how good it would be like later on in life. Because like that was something I never did, like student council in school, which I definitely regret. Like a whole bunch of those things I never did.
Keep in mind, I don't regret shit. But when I was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I knew I was just going to be a blue collar guy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, there's no point in me learning all this other shit, right?
Right.
Well, progress. I hit late 16, so like 17, 18, and I'm like, oh shit, I joined the military so I get free schooling, so I'm going to go to school. And so then I like changed things. Well, and then I opened a business. Or so like while I was going to school, I learned stuff, I opened a business, all this. And I took a writing class. I hated the teacher. She was such a bitch. But she just rode me so hard because I wasn't a feminist. Dumb bitch. And the amount I had to progress in writing, because she would literally, like, dude, favoritism exists because there's other dudes in the class who I read their shit and I'm like, it looks like a whatever, like a handicapped person did this. I actually had my cousin Randy, because I was like, I'm failing this class, so I write my shit, send it to my mom to proofread, send it to my cousin Randy, who's already graduated and getting a master's degree, send it to her, she proofreads it, changes everything, submit it, D. I'm like, how this dude next to me, I couldn't even read his fucking paper, it was so bad. A. I'm like, this is so. Anyways, moral of the story, I learned, like, being in that writing class was so beneficial when I got into business. And then, like, that speech class helped me so much.
Yeah.
And it's these things that I never thought that I would do, like, that I thought would matter, that turns out were very important to me. And that's some shit that, like, I don't know how you, I guess maybe painting a good enough picture for your kid, like, hey, these are options in the world, so maybe consider being prepared for them. And here's why.
Yeah.
Bop, 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 bop. Because you're fucking 13, 14, 15, and you think you're just going to go be a welder. Hey, life could go in 700 different routes for you, and you've only lived on this earth for 14 years. Dude, you got 70 left.
And true, I mean, sure, they could become a welder, but down the road, they become a salesman or the CEO. Or
they start their own welding business and have to be the CEO, salesman, accountant, blah, 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 blah.
I will say there are, like, quite a few things that I did in my younger years that I'm, like, really thankful for. So, like, being in 4-H, like, in order to go on any trips or whatever, you had to go through an interview process.
Sure.
And so, like, we had to, like, it was like 5 or 6 of, like, the other leaders or whatever, or council, I don't know, whatever, adults, actual adults. And so we had to go into the interview room, and, like, I went and, like, shook all their hands individually.
Yep.
And then, like, they'd ask me all these questions of, like, why I should go and whatever, these personal things. So, I mean, because I went on four different trips, so I had to do it 4 times.
Yeah.
That was really nice. You mentioned something else that triggered something for me. I don't know, but it was a lot of things that was not school related, like directly school related, that I feel like benefited me more, like high school, middle school related.
Right.
But I will say, being section leader, like, for band, that really helped me be able to, like, speak to large groups and not be nervous or whatever.
That makes sense. I'm going to tell you what, I did something. This was, I went to since my dad was in the military, there was this thing you could go to. I don't remember where it was, but I think it was like 2 weeks long. And we were young. I was probably 11. Kyle was 13. We'll go with that. And you get sent, it's like Camp Douglas or something. God dang, I can't remember completely. Anyways, you get sent there for like 2 weeks and you stay down there or whatever during the summer. I hated that.
Dude, 11? You were 11?
Yeah.
And you got... I suppose kids go to like summer camp for like a week.
Yeah, it was like a military summer camp or something. I think it was like a week or 2 weeks or something.
Dang.
It was terrible. I hated it. And yeah. Mm-hmm. It was so stupid, dude. The biggest issue I had was this, and now that I'm thinking, because I never even thought about that, dude. I didn't even think about that. I forgot that existed until now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was in the military, dude, I hated so much the fucking singing cadence. I could not stand it. I hated it. Like walking around, marching around, just singing, bugged the fuck out of me. I was like, how gay are we? Couldn't stand it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing pissed me off more than that. And some dudes just loved it. I couldn't stand it. But I remember now that I brought this up, it like just triggered shit. Back when I was like 11 at that camp, dude, we had to fucking march around in formation and sing. I couldn't fucking stand it. I'm like, how fucking stupid are we?
Even at 11?
At 11, I'm like, we're just marching around singing like a fucking retards, dude. I could not stand it. I'm like, this is the dumbest shit ever. It's so funny, dude.
So did you forget about that memory when you were in the military and still hating it?
100%.
Wow.
I haven't thought of that memory. In 12 years.
Damn.
14. I've thought of snippets of it, but that was the first time I've thought of that.
Damn.
Yeah. It was neat. We never went back. We did it 1 year, never went back.
Wonder why. Probably because you hated it so much.
I hated it so much. I do think, though, I don't know. It's interesting. I guess I just don't know. Some people love that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And some don't. And maybe I'm just someone that didn't love that kind of stuff. I liked the training. Mm-hmm. I liked training, and that's it. Yeah. I like training. I like running mock missions. I could not stand all the dumb fluff in between. It just seems so stupid to me.
Yeah.
I understand there's a point to it, right? Like camaraderie, discipline, like, you know, being able to follow direction, being part of a team, all that stuff. I get it. I get there's a point to it. That just, I couldn't stand that shit. Mm-hmm. Some people like that part the most.
Yeah.
You know, which is interesting. Like the people that are in like the military band.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's the part they like the most about it.
Obviously. Because otherwise they wouldn't be a part of the military band.
Maybe that's why I never liked band.
Because you didn't want to be a part of a military band? Or just music in general?
Just like the singing and but I guess I would just play instrument. I guess I didn't mind band that much. Weird.
What'd you play?
Trumpet, dude. You know this.
Forgot about that.
Stud, dude.
You would be a trumpet player.
I could just rip the trumpet.
Dude.
Do you know why I was a trumpet player?
No.
Because my grandpa had a trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
He had a trumpet, and my parents were like, this is free. And I was like, I guess I'm a trumpet player.
So
everyone's walking around with these cool, like, new cases.
And yours is like old school as fuck?
Bro, it was like sway. Like suede. What do they call that? It's like a rug. It was like a rug. You know, like a rug on each side of the case. So like everyone's got this.
Like shag?
Shag, thank you. Yeah, it's almost like shag. You know, and everyone's got these cool new ones, dude. I'm walking around with this like square, pop it open. It's like a 50-year-old trumpet. I don't know, it's free.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
I suppose they probably wanted you to have a free instrument since Kyle wanted the expensive cello.
That motherfucker, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
That son of a bitch. Whatever.
You were definitely made to be a trumpet player.
That makes sense, but I quit after year 1.
You would.
Yep.
You would have.
Because then I decided study hall was cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could see that for you.
Yeah. So that was fun. That was a nice little trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
So I think people just like some stuff and some don't. Some people have a, like a natural hankering to something, right? I also think that might have a lot to do with nurture over nature. Because let me put it this way. When I've had to problem solve things on my own, I've been really good at it. When I've had people to help me problem solve, I go full retard. So for the longest time growing up, I had Kyle. So I could always just be like, Kyle, help me with this. And then he would be the problem solver. Well, for a few years, I didn't have Kyle, so it was just on me. I just solved all the problems.
Did you backtracking a little bit. Did you guys have to play recorder in like elementary school?
For sure.
Did you like that?
I liked playing the trumpet. I thought it was fun.
Oh, why? No, but you wanted study hall.
Yeah.
Did you want the study hall or did you want to hang out with your friends?
I wanted to hang out with friends. Yep.
Because did you have any friends in band?
I did. I had a couple, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a couple of friends in band, yeah. But I had more friends who didn't stay in band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just was curious because you didn't know your high school had a show choir, so I figured.
That's right. I played the violin for a year as well.
What?
I played the violin for a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was that? 5th grade?
I don't remember. It had to have been.
Interesting.
5th grade violin, 6th grade trumpet. Yeah.
Oh, so you're in band did you guys have an orchestra?
Yeah.
Were they separate or together?
Separate.
Jesus. We didn't.
What?
Altoona did not have an orchestra.
No, we had an orchestra.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I like the violin too. That was fun.
Weird. I'm learning so much about you right now. Don't panic.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, because she's making noise?
Yeah.
Dee just wanted to throw up.
Oh, do you want a thing?
That'd be cool. You got one? Sweet. Okay, keep talking. That's why you were uncomfortable.
Interesting. I don't know. I just loved it immediately. I loved band. I loved the recorder. I loved choir. I just loved it all.
Oh, okay. I liked it. I never loved it.
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
I wasn't like, oh, this is sweet.
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
There's seriously been like 2 things where I'm like, I love this. You ready? Ready what it is?
Yeah. Lifting. Cars.
Personal finance.
Oh. Interesting.
I liked welding a lot, but I didn't love it.
I only welded the one time. And they said, oh, it's pretty good for the first time.
I remember that. That was cool.
I kept my thing forever. I don't know where it is now.
I'm sure it still exists.
It's somewhere.
Welding was a lot of fun. I liked welding a lot.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Terrified me, but it was cool.
Damn, dude. There's a lot of things I haven't done in life. I just get busy. Just focus on Speaking of that, so how was the networking event?
It was good.
It's good. Okay. So anyways, I was talking to a friend this weekend doing some, we went golfing and, we were talking exactly about this topic actually, about like playing into your strength, about like, cause here's the thing, like, I think welding's fun and I used to be all right at welding and, I used to like working on cars and I was all right at it. But I found out that I have a little hankering for business and I can like put together a team kind of. And at least I think so. Anyways, and I noticed with like putting together a team and like having a business that I'm pretty good at getting people to make money for me. And so I just put a little more time into that. And then I like construction and whatever. And I kind of figured out flipping to an extent. And so it's like, now I just play into that strength and that gives me like the best return, right? Like I can just, like I get the best bang for my time.
Right.
Bye. Get the best bang for my time doing that compared to if I was like wrenching on cars still.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so one of my friends, he's really good with cars. Really good with cars. That's been his whole life for the last, whatever the fuck, 12 years. Cars. Well, so he was thinking about getting into flipping. And his wife's like, reminded him, like, you've got this skill set already. Cars. You can take X amount of dollars and make X amount of dollars in a couple months, working part-time, doing what you know how to do, right? The risk is super low because you know what you're doing. It's like right now, me doing a flip, I have relatively low risk because I know so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're going into a flip for your first time, your risk is going to be pretty high.
Yeah.
Because you don't know a lot of stuff. How's this going to work out? There you go. There you go, right in your shirt.
Well, good thing I wash that every time.
Good thing we just washed her.
That's true.
Okay. So anyways, this is working out well.
Yeah, it is.
Pause. Resume take 2. So the whole thought is like if you're playing into your strength, you bring your risk down so much, right? And
right.
so and also you bring your efficiency up a lot too, right? So if you like know how to wrench on cars and you take on customers' cars to work on, you're going to get it done faster. You're going to make more per hour. Your risk is down so much because you're going to know how long roughly that job's going to take you. And so you can like, yeah, it's going to be $250 for a brake job because you know it's going to take you 3 hours, right? Whatever. And so it's the same concept with like me for construction and like me for flipping and stuff like that. It's like I have a lot less risk flipping a house than flipping a car.
Yeah.
And playing into your strength in that realm. And so like we've talked about like focusing on your lane and shit like that at Agnesium. We talk about that. But like I like mechanic stuff. Welding's fun. Personal finance is fun. Like all that stuff's really fun to me. But I have to remind myself all the time, like, I've got finite time.
Right.
So, like, I've got to be careful trying to do all these things because then when am I going to hang out with the kid? When am I going to hang out with you? When am I going to go on W's with Mimi? When am I going to go work out? When am I going to train jujitsu? Like, these things are fun and they're cool, but it's like
you have to pick and choose what you want to do.
You do. You got to pick and choose your hobbies. You got to pick and choose what you're doing. Because I know guys that do it all, and they don't stop. It's hard for them to, you know what I'm saying? Like they're always doing something, which is okay, but it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I want to chill. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Or I'd rather like put in a few extra hours, bettering the company, making more money there than like trying to fix my vehicle now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, sure, I could work on my car, and I could save $400 from going to the shop, but it's going to take me 6 hours. I'm going to be in my cold garage, and it's going to take away 6 hours from me bettering the company.
Right.
And like that 6 hours I put towards the company is going to be a lot more beneficial to, you know, the whatever 7-8 people we have on the team than just me and my car.
Right. Well, and sometimes too, like even if you think about it, you do a lot of that stuff on the weekends. So it's just like, okay, yeah, you can add 6 hours onto your timesheet. of working on your car, which will be like all overtime since it's on the weekend.
Oh, sure.
Or you could like spend 6 hours like with us.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's just picking and choosing like what you want to prioritize.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the big thing that like I took away from that conversation and that was fun is like Dave Ramsey did an interview with Stephen Graham. And Stefan's like, Dave, you're going to hate me, but I've got 80% of my assets in real estate and only 20 in like stocks, crypto, stuff like that. And Dave says to him, of your skill set, what percentage of your skill set's real estate and what percent stocks and crypto? And Graham is like, well, probably 80% skill set in real estate. And so he's like, well, then you have a balanced portfolio because that's that's what your wheelhouse. And Hormozy did that with business. Hormozy tried to figure out real estate, tried to figure out like stocks and all that. Well, and Hormozy realized like 100% of my knowledge is in real estate, is in business. So I'm just going to invest in businesses. And so then like me, instead of me trying to like invest in a bunch of different stuff, like it just makes sense for me to invest in real estate. And like my buddy who knows cars, it makes sense for him to flip cars. You can invest in cars. He could definitely invest in some cars. But he could invest in some cars, but he'd probably want to find another vehicle for building wealth as well. Something that produces income a little better. But I mean, dude, like Andy Frisella talks about his car collection. Like, buys a car for $600,000. That's now worth $1.4 million. Buys a car, whatever he was saying. He bought one for whatever, $800. That's worth $2 or something. Whatever it is, right? It's just crazy. Like the returns are crazy. And so if you're actually like buying cars like that and investing in that, well, that makes sense. Like that's really good returns.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of cool things like that I think playing in your wheelhouse just sets you apart from the competition, brings your risk level down drastically because it's what you know, and gives you the best return, essentially.
Oh, for sure.
So.
Cool. Well, I'm tired, babe.
Me too. This kid probably wants to eat.
Probably.
All right, gang. I hope you learned something. Hope you liked it.
Yeah. Sorry for the delay.
We had a little delay because of child.
Yeah, she was cranky yesterday. Would not sleep.
She wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for?
Cooperating.
She wasn't cooperating yesterday. But we got her done today.
Oh, yeah.
And podcast studio.
Coming soon.
I'm going to just say that on every episode. It's going to be like months later.
I don't know. That's the main reason I want someone to babysit at some point is so we can just get everything moved and set up.
Faux show. Faux show.
Cool.
Peace.
See you.